So we are playing Sleazy mode, so that you all know. So everyone's going to start with 1 resource. So that's just an FYI. Normally they would start with none, but I am starting with 1, and we're keeping all the gold circle cards in the deck. So Sleazy mode's combination normal or standard and easy. We start with 20 threat for Fog of the Barrow-Downs. We're going here. Bunch of cards outside. That's fine. We're going to be skipping the quest phase, but first we have to draw 5 cards instead of a normal 6 because of Gandalf's delay. 2, 4, 5. Gaffer, huge. Build a pony. Okay. Warden of Healing's okay. Fast Hitch. I like that. And lower a threat, which is okay. This will be fine. Just in case we do get challenged right away, we'll keep that. So, starting off now, resource phase. Everyone gets 1. You all get 1. And you draw a card. Butterbur. It's fine. Can't believe these little guys are swinging for so much. I know. It's fantastic. Fantastic. All right. So first thing we got to do is put Gaffer in. I'm really kind of hoping we get something good. We're going to play the Shirefolk. Reduce our threat by 4. Bring it down to 16. Again, now that we know that there's some 30s in there, I want to keep that down for sure. Build a Pony comes in for free because we lower the cost to play Build a Pony by 2 if you control Sam Ganji. Each Hobbit now gets 1 extra hit point, which is pretty cool. All right, we can't afford anything else, which is less cool, but that's okay. So there is no quest phase. Everything's done. Whatever. At the end of the round, place 1 progress on the stage. We have now advanced this stage. Yeah, Hitch Rosie is going to be super good once we get that going. All right, so add Hollow Circle to the staging area. So we now have a 3 in there, which is not ideal, but that's okay. And each player reveals 1 encounter card. Ooh, Peril. Attached to a questing hero you control. Counts as condition attachment. That's interesting. Okay. So technically at the end of the round, we would have done the refresh phase, right? So there is no questing hero. So nothing happens with that from my understanding. This does go up by 1. We didn't do that yet. That was still at 16, but it's up by 1. But yeah, basically this card says attached to a questing hero you control counts as a condition attachment with a text. Limit 1 per hero. Attach heroes willpower is 0. Force at the end of the round, raise your threat by 1 for each white enemy engaged with you. Again, because this happened at the end of the round, which is after the refresh phase, right? Nobody was questing, so it wouldn't attach to anybody. So, Hollow Circle, immune to player card effects. Travel. Each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a white enemy and puts it into play, engage with them, shuffle the encounter deck. So, okay, that's fine. We'll deal with that in a second. All that's good. Everyone gets money now, which is more exciting. Frodo gets 1. Mary gets 1. Pippin gets 1, and Sam gets 1. Then we draw a card. And it's Arborn, which is cool. I can't afford that yet. Okay, that's cool. Speaking of weird timing, I know, right? There's another perfect example of just weird timing in this game. Sometimes it works out for you. Sometimes it doesn't. So, okay, so let us quest for a fair amount. Bill, Gaffer, Sam, Pippin, and Frodo. So it's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? 9 against 3. No whammy. Surge, oh no, and Doomed. 1 revealed. Until the end of the round, players cannot trigger action or response effects. Oh no, that's not great. And when revealed, each right enemy engaged with a player makes an immediate attack. If no attacks were gained this way, I'm waiting for you gain Surge. So no attacks were made this way. So not great. All right, so we have to put a person under here, which stinks. It's gonna be Build a Pony. So that is 5 now. So we advance 4, which is cool. for 4 quested points. So now we do travel. I was going to do the hollow circle, but this will not let me do an action or response. And I really need all my responses in action. So, you know, that's that. So we're going to travel to the ancient Barrow, which is fine. So that's going to be the end of the round. We raise this by 2 now. So this goes up to 20. Get rid of this card. And refresh everyone. Okay. Yeah. No, I agree with that, Josh. I do like that. This feels kind of like everything can kind of come out of left field all of a sudden. Really mess you up fast. All right, that's all that. Our card Gandalf. That's good. It's really good getting Gandalf already. Super happy with that. So, with that being said, actually, you know what we can do with Gandalf is draw lots of cards, which is actually what we might do. So let's do Frodo, 4, and one of Mary's, 5. Puts Gandalf in. We're going to draw the 3 cards because I really need Steward. So Elrond, Gaffer, and Butterball. Okay, not quite where we want, but that's all right. So let's quest for a decent amount now. So we can do now with Gandalf 4, 5 with Gaffer, 6, 7, 8 with Sam, 9, 10 with Pippin, 11, 12 with Frodo. So 12 against the 3. I'm already feeling better about this game. This is going better. So that's good. So we got 12 against the 3. It's got to be a location, right? That comes up. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that's 6. So 6 against our 12 is another 6. So 4 of that 6 goes onto here, which means 2 more is left over. So 6 in there. Now, when it leaves play and explore location, return each ally back to your owner's hand. Okay, cool. So that's explored. So now we could do our travel, which is what I really want to do. Yeah. Yeah, we're only going to be swinging for like 6, which isn't as much, but that's okay. So each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a white enemy. So there's a Barrow white, which has 7 life. I think that's the one we want to do. Oh wait, this one only has 6. Yeah, we want that one. That one only has 6. All right. Shuffle the encounter deck. Puts it in play, engage with him. Cool. So, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. All right. So this is a travel to location now, which is cool because we had to get rid of that eventually. He gets a card. Engage the player. That player cannot draw cards from card effects. So we can't draw from a response, but Sam readies up, which is good enough. So Gaffer, now we can do an action, right? Yeah, we just can't draw cards. So choose an enemy with an engagement cost higher than your threat. We're going to pick him. He goes back into our hand, which is now kind of big. And he is no longer engaged with us. Oh no, we got rid of Tom Bombadil. That's sad. He's got 6, so we swing for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 4 for Mary because the 4 hobbits. 2 for Sam. Takes him out. Cool. And we're all set. Raises by 2. Because this still is raising our threat by 2. Hopefully I've been doing that. We refresh and we have to get rid of Gandalf. Gandalf goes away. Alright, does Arkham Horror have Nick Fury Gandalf analog? No? I can't think of anything. That's a good question though. I don't think so. Alright, 1 onto Frodo, 1 onto Mary, 1 onto Pippin, 1 onto Sam. Draw our card. Chris Hemsworth, right? Hemsworth Rivers song. So what we're gonna do is play Gaffer again, naturally. We can do Amborn now, which is nice because that's 3 attack, which I kind of really want out there, which is good. Red gloves, something like that. And build a pony, we can put him for free, which is sweet because we have Sam, so we don't have to pay for that. So that's cool. All right, so feel pretty solid with that. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in the car, come on, let's ride. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 against the 3. Okay, peril. Until the end of the phase, each right enemy does its threat thing. No, so we have to search for a right enemy. I'm going to put the same one in from before. So it's 3, 4, 5. Again, we're engaged, so Sam's gonna be with the Sam engagement. Ready, Sam, and he gets +1. So right, it's now 4 onto there, so now it's 10. So let's see. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 points left over. 3 of them go here. So that's down to 2. This is at 8. Okay, so we got rid of the hollow circle, which goes in the victory display. Cool. He comes in like this. We're going to put this as a travel location, which is cool. Now, as far as this cold right, we're going to do the whole gaffer thing. Back in the hand. That's fun. And then we're just going to attack. Right? Attack with Amborn. 4, 5, or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knocks him out. But we didn't get to draw a card because he stops that from happening. So that's the only that stinks. Alright, cool. Ready up. This is going much smoother than last time, which is nice. And then this goes up by 2. Yeah, so Lurk is just, he's in the background, but, you know, I'll have to leave Sword and Fortress alone and not bother him. Else Caller 2, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. All right, so we added 2 to there. Put monies on everyone. Frodo gets 1, Mary, Pippin gets 1, and Sam. Okay, cool. Now, we can put Gaffer back in with the 2. Did I draw a card? I did not draw a card. I think I did. Raise the Shire. Okay. All right, we really need to get one of our Steward of Gondors. Never a bother. All right, good to know. Okay. So, still kind of in a weird spot, but this is fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, 9 questing points against nothing, which feels great. And we get a white. So that adds 3. So we add 6. So that's 3 here out of our 6, which means 3 more onto the main, which brings us up to 11. That's cool. Now I'm going to optionally engage him. Right? We have Gaffer, yeah, which lets us ready Sam. It lets us draw a card. Steward. Classic. And I think that's everything. Yeah, that's good. All right, so we're going to use the Gaffer. Put it back in our hand. White does not attach us or attack us. 3 damage, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 against 7. Knocks him out. We are good to go. We are golden. Cool. 2 more. On the threat, 26. And refresh everyone. All right, now I feel like we got to start doing the build out thing, right? Josh was warning us a little bit on this. So hopefully we start building out now, especially now with Steward of Gondor. So speaking of which, first thing we got to do is play it. So let's get Steward into play. Exhausted, 2 more onto Pippin, as he is the Steward of Gondor now. Pay 1 to put Gaffer back in. Or I'm sorry, pay 2. That was silly. Pay 2. Let's do really not much else, so we'll save everything else. All right. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 once more against a 0, which is amazing. Actually, we're not even going to do 9. Let's... Actually, it doesn't matter because there's not much else to do. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do 9. 9 bad card is a right, which does 2. So 2 against our 9 brings them to 7, which adds a lot onto this, advancing the stage. Okay, cool. So the stage can be defeated in hollow circles in the victory display, which it is. So, all right. When revealed, I'm sorry, the light was now gone, and clinging night had closed around them, so that it was impossible to be sure of any direction. The first player adds standing stones to the staging area. Okay. Do that. Standing stones. Cool. Each player reveals 1 encounter card. Shuffle the encounter discard pile in each copy of Great Barrow. Ooh, okay. Into the deck. That's good. So basically, Standing Stone says the player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Great Barrow and adds it to the staging area. Ooh. Ooh, Great Barrow does not seem solid. Okay, so one of the things we have to do is reveal 1 encounter card. Okay. We flip this over and it's 16. Ouch. Oh wait, I'm sorry. We still have to shuffle the encounter discard pile in each copy of Great Barrow into the encounter deck. Okay, we have to do that still. Holy cow. So progress cannot be played here while Great Barrow is in play. Okay. After a player is eliminated at any stage, raise the threat raise the threat of each player by 10. Oh, but if I'm eliminated, right, like I just lost, so we don't have to worry about that. Players cannot defeat the stage unless each player in the game is at this stage and Standing Stones is in the victory display. Okay. We win the game by defeating Standing Stones, basically. Player searches the deck, discard pile for Great Barrow. Alright, so it's got a weird thing with Great Barrow. So I have to go to the Great Barrow to travel to the Standing Stones. I glanced at the Great Barrow, but I saw it had something with like 4A, which I see a bunch of 4As over there, and I'm not very excited for that. All right. All right, so we'll worry about the Great Barrow in a second. This is all this, right? So what we're going to do is option engage, right? Well, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, option engage. We're going to take Gaffer back into our hand, which stops this from happening. And geez, Ready Sam, it lets us draw a card, the song, which is interesting. And then we can attack the dark. Cannot gain resources. That's fine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 against the 8. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Takes him out. Cool. 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 Luckily now our threat only goes up by 1 again, so only up to 27, and we refresh. So at least that part feels a little bit better. And I still have, like, I think drinking songs and whatnot to lower that bad boy back down. So I feel somewhat good about that, right? That's not too bad. All right, Frodo is up to 4. Mary needs to start getting some cards because he has $7 ready to spend. Pippin with 2, and Sam's up to 5. Draw our card, and it's a feint, which is fine. First thing we gotta do is make sure Pippin knows he's the steward of Gondor to get 2 more dollars for his hard work on that stewardship. And we gotta put Gaffer back in. So Pippin spends his hard-earned money on the Gaffer. And everything else is going to kind of stay the same, I think. I think we're not going to worry too much about it. I think that's good. So, we got a whole thing with Standing Stones I feel like we have to do, right? To travel there. And we have to kind of get through that. So this is going to be 6. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're just going to do 7 because we're going to do the whole travel thing. Steward of Tuckburn. So we're at 7, which I know isn't much, but I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen when we do Great Barrow stuff and all this different things. So I want to keep Frodo around just in case, you know, maybe. I don't know. Feels like I should. So I think we're good. Okay. So we get our bad card, 6 against our 7. It's a 1. It's a great borrow, which is interesting. Okay. So nothing happens, but immune to player card effects. The players cannot travel here. Okay, it's probably not great. After Great Borrow enters the staging area, remove each character you control from the quest and create your own staging area. Okay. So after enters the staging area, remove each character you control from the quest. Do they refresh if I remove them from it? I guess not. It just gets removed from the quest. No, yeah, they would refresh because they're removed from the quest. Then advance to a separate stage 4 by yourself. Oh, they all look the same. Okay. Let me know if they refresh or not. Okay, so then suddenly he knew that he was imprisoned, caught hopelessly. He was in a Barrow. Makes sense, right? So we're revealed. End your quest phase. Well, that doesn't really sound good. Do not resolve the quest. Discard cards from the encounter deck until a right enemy is discarded. Add that discard a right enemy to the staging area. Discard all but X allies you control with X's number. What? Whoa. End the quest phase. Discard cards from the encounter deck until white enemy is discarded. Add the discarded white enemy to the staging area. Discard all but X allies you control with X is the number of enemies engaged with you. That's terrible. Holy. Okay. All right. So the first one is a cold white. Now we discard all but X allies. So we can keep the gaffer, which is what we're going to do. We have to discard everyone else. Holy cow. No refresh. Okay. That's that. Oh my god, that's 9? When a location is revealed, the stage cancels effects and discard it. Then raise your threat by that card's threat amount. After the stage is defeated, advance to 3B in the beginning of the travel phase. Place 1 progress on the Great Barrow in that stage. Wow. Okay, so we're trapped inside the Barrow, which stinks. So, okay. So we can't travel or anything, right? That's basically what it said. Well, no, I guess you could travel, per se. But we're not? Okay. So, we're going to engage this cold right thing. Because we're going to do the gaffer. The old gaffer move. So we optionally engage, which means Sam refreshes and cannot draw cards from card effects. So we can't draw a card. We're going to do the whole gaffer thing to get this back in our hand. All that fun stuff. Whatever. Gets rid of a white, which is nice. Then we're going to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and take out this cold right. Just barely. Okay. That's fine. And that's the end of that. So now we're up to 28. Jeez, okay. So I guess we could travel per se. But we're not going to do that. So, okay, this already went up 1. Now everyone gets money. All right. It's got a lot more interesting. Pippin and Sam. Draw our card. Our ruins, which is nice. So first, let's add $2 more on the Pippin. So we can have more, right? It's just that we had to discard. Yeah. So we can build our enemy pool, or our ally pool back up at least. So that's something. So let's play the ruins where we draw 2 cards and discard 1 card from your hand. All right, we got Rosie and Farmer, which is nice. Really, really, really nice. Let's get rid of one of the Butterball guys. All right, so we're going to put Gaffer back in, right? Just to... I think you're in your own... Oh, yeah, that's true, that's true, that's true. Because you're right. So this stuff is not going to count to the quest points here, right? That makes sense, right? It did say your own separate staging area. Oh, okay. So that kind of works out. So no traveling to locations in the main stage area. The main stage area's threat count doesn't count against us, so we don't have to worry about 4, 5, 6, 7 right now, which is huge. That helps out actually a lot. All right, let's put our farmer in because why not? We have a lot of money. So we'll spend the 3, put our farmer in. Rosie, we're going to put in 2 because why not? So that brings that up to 2. And we're going to fast hitch said Rosie. Now, I know we're going to have to deal with this whole thing again where we're going to lose whatever, but yeah. All right, Sword, take care. I appreciate it, man. Good seeing you stop by. All right. So that's that. Okay. This is fun. So basically, as long as we do 9, we're good, right? Because when a location is revealed, oh wait, but it could be an enemy. That's the only thing. When a location is revealed, cancel its effects and discard, then raise your threat by that location amount. Okay. So I probably want to do like 11, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This way, if a right comes out, we should be good. But I really want to like advance past this as fast as possible and try to get my bearings set back up, right? And we have another gaffer in hand. I'd rather keep Rosie right now. She's the important one to keep. Okay. So cool. 11 against, oh my gosh, it's a 3. Okay. That's fine. Oh wait, sorry. This should be going here. So now there's 8 on here. 6, 8. My location is stage defeated. Okay. So players cannot. Okay, so I'm going to optionally engage him, right? Because he's at 30, I'm at 28. That readies up Sam. Lets us draw a card, which is another Rosie, which is actually fine. And he's got 7 life, though, which is not ideal. So that's 2. Oh, wait. Shoot. Sorry. I'm supposed to do the gaffer thing first. Okay, so that cancels this. All the rights are getting thrown out. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's gonna have 1 life left, which is fine, right? 1 defense, 6 life. He gets 5 damage put onto it. Okay, cool. That's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. He's engaged, so his threat doesn't count. Okay, we go up to 29. We refresh everyone. Oof, this is a little weird. Oh wait. I'm sorry. I could have fast hitch Rosie, added her 2 to the attack, take him out. I did that. You all didn't see it, but I did that. I forgot that I fast hitched Rosie. So that takes that out. All right. So just to refresh that, we had 6 damage total, but we can do 2 more because of fast hitch reading Rosie. So, all right. So we did that. We did the threat. We add on Frodo money, Mary money, Pippin money, and Sam money. And we draw. And Steward of Gondor again, which is fine. We exhaust Steward of Gondor to get 2 more into Pippin. It's a good deck for this. Yeah, no, this has been nice. All right, put Gaffer back in with 2. Obviously, that's huge too, because these guys are swinging for like 5, and like they affect you a lot. Like after they attack and destroy a character, that character's control raises the threat by 2. Like different things like that. It's just that it's been really, really nice in that sense. And you're right, the fast hitch is so fast, you just don't see it. All right, so I don't want to play Elrond right now because I want to keep him. So let's keep this. So we only need to quest with like 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That's all we need to do, hopefully, because we just need 1 point onto here. So we get our bad card. 5 against Surge and a Doomed 1, so that brings up to 30. And we can't do player actions or responses, which is not great. And it's a location. So we just raise our threat, right? We throw this card away according to the force response. And we raise our threat by 2. So we're up to 32, which is not at all where I want to be. But that's enough points to advance past this. So, till the end of the round, we hold on to that. So after the stage is defeated, advance to 3B at the beginning of the travel phase. And place 1 progress on Great Barrow at that stage. So there's a progress point put onto Great Barrow, which would get rid of it, right? After Great Bar enters the stage and remove your character. Yeah, okay, gets rid of that. That's in our victory display. And now we're in the travel phase. So this puts us in the ability to get standing stones out there, which I think is what we're going to do, right? It's going to be kind of fast and stinks, but we can replace some of the stuff. I think that's what we do. So I think we're going to travel the standing stones. Now, when we do that, search the encounter deck and discard pile and victory display for Great Barrow and add it to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. Great Barrow. And that allows us to travel there. So, after Great Barrow enters the staging area, remove each character you control from the quest and create your own staging area. Then advance to a separate 4A, which is 5. Okay. They're all the same, right? All the 4s. All right. Discard cards from the encounter deck until a white enemy is discarded, which hopefully it's not a 30. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay, it's a 40. That's good. I like that. And add that discard white enemy to the staging area. Okay. Discard all but X allies you control. So I'm going to keep Rosie. That's what I'm going to keep. I'm going to discard those two. All right, we're not going to optionally engage him, right? Because we don't want to deal with that hassle right now. Because I can't do actions and responses. Okay, cool. That card goes away because we're at the end of the round. This goes up to 33. And everyone refreshes. All right, I feel good about this now because we can get standing... Sorry, this should be here. Because we can get standing stones kind of out of the way. All right, one more into Frodo. One to here. One Pippin. And one on the sand. And we draw a card. Runes, which is cool. So we're going to exhaust Steward of Gondor to get 2 more. Let's do runes. Draw 2 cards, and we discard 1 card from our hand. We're going to get rid of this drinking song one. We don't need that right now. Now, we got our dagger, which is huge. So put that bad boy on Mary. So he's swinging for 6 again, which is really what we need. Gaffer, we're going to put him back in. Because now we can build back out a little bit. I'm going to put Elrond in. For a cost of 3. Now, choose to heal all damage, discard condition, or each player draws 1 card. I'm going to draw a card. Another fast hitch. We're not going to play it because... reasons? Alright, so what we're going to do is quest. Now, I have a feint card so that they cannot attack. Which I think is what we're going to do. We're going to play a feint. But first we have to quest, right? We have to quest. So... let's quest with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And wait, there's a 2 here. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He has not engaged just yet, right? So 13. Oh, no. Okay. Against another 3, or against 5. So that brings me down to 5, or 13 minus 5 is 8 again. It's not ideal, not where we want to be. And unfortunately now I'm going to have to engage his enemy. So can I do the 2? Oh, but I also don't want to combine these staging areas yet. I don't think I want to do that. But that's a good point with Rosie. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use feint so that he can't attack me. We have the card, might as well use it. Right. So he's not going to be able to attack me. She is going to hitch back up. And now we're going to swing for 4, 5, no, just 4, 5, 6, 7, which is going to take out this white. Okay, so that still worked out the same. That worked out well. You can keep readying and exhausting her. Huh. That's interesting. Well, you do it once per phase. Oh yeah, you can do it once per phase. Okay. Huh. That's interesting. All right, that's fine. So that's 34. And then we refresh. Okay. Now Elrond goes away, right? Discard Elrond. Okay. Everyone gets money. Two, and Sam gets one. Draw a card. Another Rosie. Okay. Let's do Steward. Yeah, she has a limit once per phase, but still, like, do it each phase then, which is still nuts. I mean, okay. So let us fast hitch Mary. Cost 1. So this way now Mary can quest 2, and then we can attack again. I mean, I'm sure they had to errata her because that's so stupidly strong. Every time like that limit once per phase thing is in parentheses, usually it's an errata. So, Jared, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, man. Sorry I missed that a little before. All right, so let's get Butterball in there, Butterbur, just in case. And I think we're doing all right. So let's quest with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just gonna quest with 6. We're gonna keep Sam out of this just in case. All right, so we got 6. Hey Jared, this is my favorite game. It's my number 2, I think, behind Too Many Bones, but I love it. I absolutely love this game. One of the best. So 6 against 2. And we just raise our threat by 3. So 5, 6, 7. So total threats up to 37. That puts enough points on here to advance this, which is really nice. Hopefully we don't have to deal with that again. And Great Bar now goes away in the victory display, which is also very cool. The two things merge. Place 1 progress. And we're now at the beginning of the travel stage, but we're already traveled somewhere, so we can't do anything. So we are going to optionally engage the dark white, which allows us to draw a card because its amount is higher. A card we don't need. And that's that. So we're going to use Gaffer. Oops, return to our hand, sorry. And he can no longer attack us. We're going to hitch Rosie. And then we're going to attack. We have to do 8 damage. So we're going to hitch also Mary. So Mary's going to do 4, 5, 6, 7. Apparently I forgot the quest with him. 7, 8, 9. Then we're going to add her onto it, but we really don't have to. That takes out that one. Sweet. Easy enough. All right, so this goes up to 38, and we're ready up. I'm feeling pretty good about this now. I feel like we got this. Sneak attack. Still need another Gandalf, which would be really, really good. 1 money there. 1 onto Mary. 1 onto Pippin. Sam. Do Steward. Puts 2 more onto here. That means we're going to play the Gaffer again. Keep that system going. We don't really have much else to play, unfortunately. I guess we can put in the Warden of Healing if we really wanted to, but don't. Alright, cool. Jared, have you played through most of this game? Out of curiosity? Oh my god, she smears the white with her handkerchief. Just crushes it. Alright, so we're just going against 2 in the staging area, and we gotta take that out with 4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're going to do 13. We're going to quest hard on this. So we have enough hitches and whatnot that I feel like we're doing okay. So 13 against the 2. Get a bad card. When revealed, each white enemy engaged with the player makes an attack. Okay, gain Surge. That's fine. 2 against our 13 is we get 3. So 5 against 13 is 8. 4 of that goes onto here. This goes in the victory display, which is huge. And 4 goes on to the main quest. That's huge because we needed to finish this in the victory display. We need to put 16 points on here, which is great. So that is that. Let us travel to Stone Ring. So we'll travel to Stone Ring. And we'll add 1 threat on, and we'll ready up. Simple as that. That was a good round. I feel pretty good about this right now. No whammies. Joey's had a limit. Yeah, okay, cool. I played through all the non-saga quests, and I'm on the Flame of the West box now. Nice. Very nice. That's awesome. All right, Frodo. Mary. Pippin gets 1, and Sam... We gotta start using different tokens. Gets 1. We draw a card. Ah, Gandalf. That's what we needed. All right, let's put Gandalf in play. Gives us 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna lower a threat. That's really what we need. Back down to 34. Huge. And now we can quest a lot with Gandalf, which is really nice too. All right, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17 on here. So, no Barrow. No Great Barrow, whatever it's called. All right. Okay, so we got to put a white enemy in play against us. That's fine. We're going to do the dark one because it's got 40 threat cost. So, that's 4, and it's engaged with us. 4 against our 17 is 13. Right? Can I math correctly? Is that right? Yeah, 13 minus this. And puts 10 onto here. So we're at 14 out of 16, which is huge. Travel phase. We're going to go here. That's that. This goes away. He is now engaged with us. Or is he engaged? Yeah, it's engaged with you. Okay. So because of that, we get to do our stuff because after you engage an enemy with an engagement cost higher than your threat, draw a card. And we ready Sam. So that's cool too. And then the nightmare scenarios of the core set. Yeah, I've only done the nightmare of the first cycle, which was a lot of fun, but I gotta do the rest. I think after I do the complete sagas once again, I think I'm gonna go back and do all the nightmares next. Wow, I can't think today. So we're gonna take Gaffer back in our hand. Throws away this. Throws away Tom Bombadil. I have all cards. We're gonna fast hitch Rosie. We're going to fast hitch Mary, and then we're gonna attack. We have to do 8 damage. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus a Rosie because why not? Knocks that out. We are golden. All right. 35 now on the threat. Gandalf goes away, unfortunately. We ready everyone up. All right, as long as we don't get Great Barrow, I think we're good. Not to jinx myself too much. One onto here. Draw a card. It's another Gandalf, which is fantastic. Exhaust Steward of Gondor, so we get 2 more onto there because we might as well just keep playing smart. We're gonna play Gandalf. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's just lower our threat by 5 again. Bring it down to 30. Just in case. Play it safe. We're going to Gaffer back out there for another 2 cost. We'll get Halfast out there for another 2 cost. We put 1 onto whatever hero we want. 1 resource according to his card. Should put it on Pippin for now, which is fine. Actually, I should have sneak attacked Gandalf, but I'm not going to stress about it too much. And let's do Hemsworth. Pay the 1 for him. Do 2 more for Warden. Okay, I think we're good then. So we are going to do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Questing 19. Just don't get a Great Barrow. Ancient Barrow. Alright, so we have to put an ally we control face down under there. We're going to put Hemsworth under there. So this is a 2 against our 19, which is 17. This lowers our 17 down to 12. And we put 12 onto here. We now have 26 points. We have completed Fog on the Barrow-Downs. Holy cow. Okay, we did it. Thank goodness.